Om Namo Narayanaya. Continuing our read with a new chapter from the Kama Sutra. This is called On the Various Modes of Striking and of the Sounds Appropriate to Them. Sexual intercourse can be compared to a quarrel on account of the contrarieties of love and its tendency to dispute. The place of striking with passion is the body, and on the body the special places are the shoulder, the head, the space between the breasts, the back, the jagana, or the middle part of the body, and the sides. Striking is of four kinds. Striking with the back of the hand, striking with the fingers a little contracted, striking with the fist, and striking with the open palm of the hand. On account of it causing pain, striking gives rise to the hissing sound, which is of various kinds, and to the 8 kinds of crying. The sound hin, the thundering sound, the cooing sound, the weeping sound, the sound f, and the sound f, the sound s, and the sound pl. I may have incorrectly read the English translations of these words, my apology. Besides these, there are also words having a meaning, such as mother, and those that are expressive of prohibition, sufficiency, desire of liberation, pain or praise, and to which may be added sounds like those of the dove, the cuckoo, the green pigeon, the parrot, the bee, the sparrow, the flamingo, the duck, and the quail, which are all occasionally made use of. Blows with the fist should be given on the back of the woman while she is sitting on the lap of the man, and she should give blows in return, abusing the man as if she were angry, and making the cooing and weeping sounds. While the woman is engaged in congress, the space between the breasts should be struck with the back of the hand, slowly at first, and then proportionately to the increasing excitement until the end. At this time, the sounds hint and others may be made, alternately or optionally, according to the habit. When the man making the sound fa strikes the woman on the head, with the fingers of his hand a little contracted, it is called prasritaka, which means striking with the fingers of the hand a little contracted. In this case, the appropriate sounds are the cooing sound, and the sound fa, and the sound fu in the interior of the mouth, and at the end of the congress the sighing and weeping sounds. The sound ha is an imitation of the sound of a bamboo being split, while the sound fu is like the sound made by something falling into water. At all times when kissing and such like things are begun, the woman should give a reply with a hissing sound. During the excitement, when the woman is not accustomed to striking, she continually utters words expressive of prohibition, sufficiency, or desire of liberation, as well as the words father, mother, intermingled with the sighing, weeping, and thundering sounds. Towards the conclusion of the congress, the breasts, the jagana, and the sides of the woman should be pressed with the open palms of the hand with some force until the end of it, and then sounds like those of the quail or the goose should be made. There are 2 verses on the subject as follows. The characteristics of manhood are said to consist of roughness and impetuosity, while weakness, tenderness, sensibility, and an inclination to turn away from unpleasant things are the distinguishing marks of womanhood. The excitement of passion and peculiarities of habit may sometimes cause contrary results to appear, but these do not last long, and in the end the natural state is resumed. I'm going to pause here and we'll pick the end of this chapter up in another video. It's said in this last bit that women are weak. I disagree with that. Also, there's so many things here to do, so many sounds here to make, and so much you're supposed to do. It feels to me incredibly restrictive. Like you're going to spend all your time figuring out what you're doing right or wrong and not paying attention to the person. Which is kind of like a high schooler having sex for the first time, where they have all these ideas they're supposed to do. You're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to do this, and it's not really good.